Hey, Mr. Terry Maps, how you doing, my brother?
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. The other day, I saw you trending on Twitter because the Chinese media picked you up as an example of one of the young guys in Zimbabwe who's taking farming and making it trending. And I think you're doing a great job. How you doing, my brother?
I'm fine, man. I'm trying from deep down rural areas, man.
All right, so tell me how, first and foremost, because I was trying to read up a little bit about you yesterday and trying to find out, and I figured out you decided to go Kumusha, which you turned into a farm, and where's Kumusha?
Yeah, Kumusha, that was a decision that I made, bro, because things are tough in town, bro. So, I can't complain. I'm doing fine. I'm trying to sort things out to earn a good living out of farming, man.
All right, great. So I know you from Twitter. Norma is also here. She knows you from Twitter
too, yeah.
For people that don't know you, how would you describe yourself?
I'm the most humblest person in the world. That's number one. That's my trait from birth, I think. I'm the most humblest person that you might ever meet.
If you should say so yourself.
I'm humble, I'm open, I'm free, I'm hardworking. Yeah, that's my 4 traits that I know about myself.
All right, so another question that's constantly come up is people have been asking for Murora. Is there Murora? Because we've seen you with your mom, and that's a different story as well that we want to get into there. Can you answer that question?
No, there is no Murora as yet. I'm still doing the farming. Maybe next year, but when I will start looking for a Murora.
All right, so Terry, I just want to go back to our beginning of our discussion, which is our call this morning, because I want to be able to paint a picture. I know we're talking about this and that, but I know you're quite a serious guy who's doing serious things. Now, you look like a guy who should be in town and somewhere at Sem Levies having pizzas and chowing money and driving nice cars, but here you are. You have switched your life and given up the urban and city life and have decided to go into Kumusha and make production there and work with your mom and remain single and focus in what you're doing. How did this decision come about?
The frustration after college, mainly it was the reason why I had to move back to the rural areas. Frustration after graduation, and I'm going to chase with the urban life, trying to get employment, and after realization that this is going nowhere, that's when I decided to go back to the roots and start poultry and crop farming.
So your mom was already there in the roots? Was she always living in the roots, or you were together in the urban areas?
No, my mom was in the roots. I was born in the roots.
Where's roots, by the way, Terry?
Mhondoro-Ngezi. Mhondoro-Ngezi.
All right, cool. So that's where you were born, and you moved into town and decided to go back and make use of the readily available land in the rural area.
Yes, my small corner that I'm using in the rural areas is where I'm making the production.
All right. Now, tell me about your mom, okay? Because you mentioned that you were raised by a single mom, if I'm correct, and that she was disabled, and that she has been a major influence in your life. How has this all worked out?
It needs somebody who can see the vision of a woman who is frustrated of being single and trying to make a living or trying to make a welfare for her kids. She had a lot of frustrations, to be honest with you. Sometimes I think I go to my family people, but because she's frustrated of your behavior and everything. So whenever she speaks, you have to listen, because she's frustrated always. Because she has to take you to school. Remember, she had to take me up to use it alone. Yeah. So whatever she said, especially when I was at college, I started believing in her, because everything that she said, my fruits are positive.
Is that how she convinced you to go into roadrunner farming?
Yeah, when I started it, initially she was not on my side, because also, when you take Monakwenda with Koro, you expect to Sunday home office, the time we go Ushande and stuff.
Yeah.
So now you are now taking back the decision. You grew up farming. Now you're coming back to Zorima Futi. As the it won't make sense to her. Because
your farming would have been subsistent, and you're trying to commercialize it and make that difference, yeah?
Exactly. So now you'll be the only person who has the vision in mind But as the results, you now start to share the vision because she sees the light, Mary.
Oh. All right. And tell me, what did you study? Sorry, no, what did you study at UZ?
I studied political science.
Oh. And you threw that out of the window and went with the chickens?
Yeah, now the
So Terry, I want to understand one thing. What would be your advice to somebody who hasn't started farming, who has maybe land or has a possibility, or rather,
has got kumusha.
Yeah, right. I'm sure ane kumusha. What is your advice to that person who maybe hasn't made that step in the right direction?
First thing, just have love for farming. Be it mushroom farming, be it fish farming, be it my chickens, be it crop farming. First, passion for it. You know, people who are not follow. You always see they have my names.
Yes.
Like I'm trying to create my that hotel here, that
How many are there, Terry, with names?
My names Majongwe.
All right.
Right.
Okay.
So they are around 90 there. Majongwe are anointed basa checha or no breeder. Then Aripanza and Mazita, but the ones that are mainly focusing on Animazita, and I know them good. Zero.
Must they show na Jirungo?
I can't go Zangana. Ana Mofu Atoripo, Andrea, Anana Ramos, Yaripo, Anendale.
The only Jongwes I know that are famous on Twitter.
All right, cool. Terry, nice talking to you, man. We just wanted to catch up again. Thank you for the message to the youth of Zimbabwe. I think having spoken to the Honorable Minister who is responsible in the housing area, and he is saying this is one of the goals that we're looking at in terms of using available resources, especially preaching the gospel of urban to rural migration, and and you're doing that. So well done, all right?
I'm really grateful. Thank you so much.
Right, so a couple of days you tweeted you wanted a borehole and somebody came through and gave you $1,000. How has social media played a part as a young person who's now transforming subsistence farming to commercial farming?
Social media, man, is packed with good and bad people at the same time.
True.
That day I didn't believe it, honestly. If you check that conversation, I had to talk about 12 midnight. And it was me and other people, my small farmers, which are guys, what do we need? And I said, I need a bow. And somebody said, I know a company not drill my bow, you need $900. Then somebody came through and said, Asha, if this company is charging $900, I can come through and sponsor you to charge brand. Tomorrow morning, 1,000 is in my account.
Yeah, amazing.
You know, those are good people that we find on social media, and it has been key, especially on marketing. Social media has been the key for marketing my chickens. And if my youth take advantage of the social media, I'm really sure we can take Zimbabwe using social media in marketing and also doing productive things.
All right, good. Terry Maps, thanks for talking to us, man. I appreciate it. You can go back to farming now. Call to my music. Moms,